Y'all, Giant Universe in a goddamn fucking building. Glory, my brothers. Glory to my sisters. Yes, yes, we're glorious. I have two different topics that I want to discuss in today's video. One is about these Hebrew Israelite brothers that I met a few days ago. And the other is the fact that I am now giving acknowledgement to the fact that I am a psychic medium. Yes. Glory, glory, glory. So, I'm gonna get into the Israelite part. So, I was approached by one of the brothers and he asked me if I wanted a pamphlet, and I was like, nah, because I already have one. To specify, I don't have it anymore, but I did get one a few months ago from some brothers at Walmart. So he ended up handing me a pamphlet. I didn't read it, but one thing that I noticed is that they believe that their God is a man. They say all praise to the Father. They give a lot of worship to man, you know? That's some human shit to me, you know? And it is different levels of godliness and being a God, but I mean, to not give full acknowledgement to both feminine and masculine energies, you're limiting yourself. So that's what I really have to say about that. You have the answers within you, and giving your power and your full acknowledgement to an external source of information, that's not of God. That's not of a godly manner at all. It's okay to research, I will say, but if you don't go within yourself, then, you know, I know, and you don't know, and that's the problem. That's the difference. Another thing that I'm just noticing, because I keep reflecting, I just challenge everything that they believe. I challenge everything that they fucking believe, yo. Another thing that I've noticed is they kept trying to use their like persuasion tactics on me, getting me to try to like read the pamphlet. And eventually I approached where like the main dude was speaking and they were reading from biblical text. But I'm just noticing so the first dude that approached me, we were just going back and forth because I won't go in for that shit. Like, I'm headstrong, I'm level-headed, bro. I know what the fuck I know. I know what I be talking about. And I know what I stand on, my standpoints, my focus, you know? You can't deter me unless I allow you to. You get what I'm saying? So, he didn't get what I was saying. And it got to the point where I was bothering his demon. His inner demons. He started to mock me. And he immediately checked himself because I'm observant, you know? And I'm not going to say I match energy all the time, but being negative towards me is not something that one should do. Because I'm a God, and I'm godly, and I'm divinely protected. So it's like all that shit just reflected back to you, bro. That shit does not bother me. You can't affect me. You can't get me bothered. You can't fucking move me. Can't move me, bro. Anywho, the nigga started to mock me, so I was like, I'm definitely not going for it, you know? But he did check his shit and like try to validate his point more, and that's when another brother stepped in. Because one wasn't enough. I challenge the fuck out of me most times, but it's not really intentional. I'm just headstrong, bro. So this nigga, he was smooth. This brother was smooth, I swear. He came over there and was talking about, oh, you talking about avatars? No, nigga. But now that I'm thinking about it, I can get into that, but I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not even gonna get into that, the movie and the meaning and my interpretation on such, you know? Because it's deep. It's deep. So he pretty much opened my perspective as much as I would allow him to. And I was like, okay, you know, some of the shit that they're talking about, some of their focal points is kind of like my moral system. So I'm gonna listen to what they have to say, because I love to learn more about stuff. I love knowledge. So if somebody is very adamant on what they're talking about, and they got a whole bunch of motherfucking people that's trying to get me to learn about it, I'm not even gonna give that example. Or I'm not even gonna take what I just said and say that I'll be persuaded into fucking learning about it or willing to learn about it more, you know? But if I feel like I want to learn about what you're talking about, I will take the time to listen. So that's exactly what I did. And they just give a lot of power to men. I checked their YouTube recently. I was like, y'all are so limiting yourselves, I swear. But I guess that's what masculinity has come to. I don't know if y'all heard of the Universe 25 experiment. Y'all should look at that. Because it's pretty much the roles are reversed when it comes to our natural essence. We have a lot of strong women that pretty much handle shit as men should, and then men being soft and not having that defensive and protective instinct within them to protect the family and all that stuff, you know, whatever. But yeah, because not all men and women are like that. There's balance, but you know, I noticed that these brothers pretty much from what I saw on their YouTube and from what I gathered in their speech, was they just on some like men first, and like men come first. And I believe that both men and women are very essential roles of everything, because everything is a balance of these two energies. So I noticed that they limit themselves. Is there anything else I want to say about those guys? Okay. So, part 2, me being a psychic medium, is so exciting. I've always had a very strengthened connection and very intimate relationship. Not intimate in like a romantic sense, but intimate in the way where it's like very sensitive to my being, you know? Very personal to me. I've always had a very intimate connection with the spiritual realm, and I never really paid it any attention, because I'm like, oh well, that's just who I am. I'm just in tune, you know, I'm just psychic, you feel me? But everybody's their own level of psychic, you feel me? But not everybody is in tune like I'm in tune. Not everybody is on what I'm on. Not everybody can communicate with the spirits in the way that I do, and receive the messages and the communications as I do. So I was watching a girl's video, and she was doing a lot of things that I do. Like, she was not really zoning out, because she does more seances, but she was telling her viewers that that what she hears they may not be able to hear, and what she is experiencing should not weird them out. More so the new viewers, you know, because some people are weirded out by spiritual movements, because you can't per se see them all the time. Especially if they don't make their presence known, or if you're not in tune, so you can't sense that type of stuff. But she was just saying things that I resonated with. So I was like, if she's a medium, then I need to look into what it even means to be a psychic medium. So I looked into it, and I go into a trance state. I haven't really, I'm not going to say I haven't done it recently, but I have been working a lot towards my material realm and towards my human endeavors, you know, fulfilling my physical purpose. So I'm taking a break. I'm going to focus more on doing what I'm doing now, you know, but also just getting in balance with my new self, because I'm going through a transformation right now. So I need to honor that within myself and honor each process and be present with myself. So that's what I'm going to do. But I took from her video that, like, we be on the same type of shit. I zone out a lot. And I've been in a lot of different types of relationships. I was cool with a chick recently. I spoke with her grandmother, and I kind of gaslighted myself, because that was the first time that I intentionally communicated with the spirit, and it was several different spirits. But I heard and I felt messages. So I wrote them down and I told her, and I started gaslighting myself. Like, am I fucking lying, bro? Like, is this shit even fucking real? Like, how do I know this? Could this be true? Could it be true? I'm very powerful, but am I that powerful? I was just kind of in disbelief. I didn't want to really, like, give that side of myself attention, acknowledgement, and honor, respect, you know, and believe what I'm actually doing. So I was dealing with a guy, and I ended up communicating with his mother, and it was beautiful. And at that point I was like, wow, like, I'm really in tune, and I can do this with several different people, because I've always done it. And even when I was younger, I used to see things, like see spirits, and I'm not gonna call all of them shapeshifters, but, like, you know how you're in a car, maybe you see a mailbox, right, and that shit turns into a person, and then you look because you think you're tripping, but it really be a mailbox. But no, it really do be spirits. They'll appear, and then they'll, I'm not gonna say disappear, but go back into their realm. It's not even that they came out, it's that we are in tune and that we can see rather than only sense, you know? So I'm like, wow, like, I've been seeing spirits my whole life. This one traumatic experience when I believed the devil was a person. Yo, I was surrounded by some heavy negative energy, and I was dealing with some past life karma. More so just like energetic consequences, karmic debts that I had to pay. That shit was traumatic as fuck. Anyway, I was a very violent young girl. I was very violent, very aggressive, very angry, filled with rage. But besides the anger, I was just aggressive, because I'm kind of an aggressive person anyway. I have a lot of masculine energy within my being. Like, in my vessel, yes, but, like, let's get more into astrology. Yeah, anywho, I was laying down in my grandmother's house, and that whole side of the family is hella spiritual, but I don't even think they realize how, like, tapped in they really are. But they on some low vibrational demonic ass shit, and I do not fuck with them at all. So the house was already filled with spirits, so this wasn't anything new. My grandfather was there. We used to hear, like, some of the deceased dogs, some of the passed on dogs just walking. You could hear the floor creak, stuff like that. But I never really had negative encounters, because I'm not a negative person. I have encountered negative beings in this life, but it ain't nothing that I can't handle, you feel me? Shit that I needed to learn from. Anywho, I was laying down. I was pissed because I was trying to play with my fucking cousins, my fuck-ass cousins, and they wouldn't let me play with them. And I'm like, bitch, this the one time I'm trying to be fucking civil. You bitches won't let me play with you. Fuck y'all hoes. Just angry. Because I was really trying to, like, I used to be angry because niggas used to reject me and then project their projections onto me. And I used to accept them in because I didn't know about all the things that I know about now. So I had a whole bunch of different shit going on in my young body. And I was just fucking knocking niggas the fuck out their chairs and shit. So I saw this figure. Because I'm getting all off track. I do this, though. I was laying down, pissed. I fell asleep and I woke up and it was this big ass, tall, fucking dark figure. And it was like, it resembled what people say the devil looks like, but it was like more of like a tall, dark being in a cloak. And it didn't have a face. I didn't see anything. It was just a fucking figure. Like, it was dark as shit. And I was scared because I ain't never seen no shit like that before. Not before then, you know? So I was like, oh my God, like, God, if you get me through this, I'll never be this way again. I promise you, please just make this shit go away. Like, and that shit scared the shit out of me, bro, because, like, it wouldn't go away. It wouldn't go away. It did not. So eventually, I don't know if I fucking fell back asleep or whatever, but I literally just started, like, freaking the fuck out. I didn't scream or anything because it's just, nobody gave a fuck about how I felt anyway, so I always, like, kept everything inside. And I was just like, oh my God, go away. Like, hoping that bitch go away. And eventually it did, but I mean, that shit scared the shit out of me, bro. That's one of the, like, first experiences. Ever since then, it's been, like, demons and human cloaks, human vessels, and niggas wearing glamours and shit. All types of shit, bro. But I'm aware now, you feel me? What else? More so just those two experiences that I told y'all about when I spoke to my people's deceased family members. Those were, like, one of the deeper moments. And dude's mom was like, that was really strong and really intense for me because it was intentional, but, like, it was just so much passion, so much emotion and love, like, just fucking raw, pure emotion. Like, and y'all know, like, emotions fuel our connections or our intentions, our manifestations. So I was really tapping in, and I would see flashes of light. I would hear things. I even felt one of my own great aunts. She hugged me. I felt his mom hug me. Like, it was just so many communications. Y'all, I want to tell y'all quickly, because this video is getting long as shit. It was a video. I mean, not a video. It was an experience. I woke up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, yo. And I'm walking back. I'm half asleep. I ain't even gonna lie. And when I sleep, like, or when I have to wake up, like, I just be out of it, bro. Like, I don't fully, like, my consciousness don't fully be here. Because sometimes, like, especially when I dream, I be in some whole other shit. Like, I be in a whole completely different reality, realm, state of consciousness. Like, I be everywhere, bruh. Here and there is everywhere. It should be crazy. So this one particular time, bruh, I was walking back to my room and it was like a flash of light. It was like, that's how, bruh, that shit was bright as fuck. It was like, ah. And I was just like, oh shit, like, I almost fucking fell. Seriously, like, I was tripping. I was laughing so fucking hard because I realized, like, that's what it was. So, that's beautiful. Let me tell y'all some ways that you know that you are a psychic medium. You see things, you see shadows, and not necessarily, like, some scary, dark, demon-ass shadow shit. Just shadows, you know? You can see light. Like, flashes of light. I see orbs. Sometimes I see, like, altered versions, like, in my room, right? I see altered versions of the reality that I'm looking at. And it never, like, it's never intimidating to me. It's just like, so that's what that looks like. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. Sometimes I hear voices. I hear whispers. I hear different nuances. I hear the ringing in my ear. That's how I know spirits are near me. And sometimes they're at different frequencies, but they're always like really high pitched. Like, you talking about me? Yeah, I'm talking about you. So, come on, bro. All right. If you talk to yourself a lot, but not just to your higher self, you know, just having conversations with the different beings around you, because you just know somebody's there. You just know it. You can hear things fucking start to fucking move or like fall and shit, you know, just like random shit. All different types of spiritual movements, because they be touching stuff, they be doing stuff, they be saying stuff to you. Sometimes I don't really interact with people like that, but sometimes people will say things and I know that it's like not per se just them speaking. It's like how people say the universe is speaking through them. It's like spirits be speaking through the people that I communicate with at certain times, and I'm just like, I love you so much, because what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? How did you? That's crazy. It's crazy. I don't even question shit anymore, because I'm just like, okay, that's what it is. Whatever. What else? What else? That's pretty much that. So if you stayed with me this long, I love you, man. You're a real one. So that's pretty much that. I spoke on the Hebrew Israelites, and I spoke on me being a psychic medium. That's a great realization for me. It's very exciting, and I'm going to make more videos about it, but I just wanted to share this with y'all because these are the main things that I've been thinking about, and I just challenged them niggas so much, so I'm going to learn more so I can challenge their thoughts. Peace, love, prosper abundantly. I love you. 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 Also, I have a gardening page coming up soon, so y'all should check in with that if you care about survival. Peace.